Hey guys, what is going on? This is MaddenDvinik and it's Friday. Pretty excited to bring you this video. I decided to do some clan war attacks from the clan called U.N. Emirates, which is part of the U.N. family. And I went ahead and visited them and recorded a few of the best replays from their clan, from the previous clan war. Now, U.N. also was trying to match up with, I believe, with Ice Ice Baby. So that might or might not happen. But I know CN or VN, I forgot which one, did have a war recently with another clan, which I will cover on my main channel. But here we go, we're going to start with the first one here. So pretty interesting base. We got some mix of level 11 and level 10 walls. Looks like we're running the Go Wee Wee army here, no P.E.K.K.A. So pretty solid here. Got some wall breakers coming out, they break through those walls, make some openings, which is a good thing. Now the queen right there is pretty easy to actually take out. She's fairly close to the outside, so that's not going to cause any issues, and she's not hiding behind a wall. Even if she was, there's that jump spell that is actually going to go ahead and jump the troops first though into that compartment right there, and then hopefully the king will go ahead and use that jump spell along with the every other troop to jump into that town hall section. Now before you get to the town hall, there's that expo, there's what seems like an inferno, so the queen right there will have to take out a lot of buildings before she gets to the town hall. And now she can actually go for the clan castle instead of the town hall, but it looks like she's going to be smart and go for that one. Now she's on her, she's not on her ability yet, and now that she takes down the town hall, the ability is activated, and just a few more buildings to take down, and one more percentage point, guys. Once the Tesla goes down, that should be a solid 50%. And now with 40 seconds left, we might just see a few more troops deployed. This is Clan Wars, guys, so you know what? Why not just use up all your troops, since you're probably going to be rocking some other army in your other raid. You know, a lot of people actually scout bases and think about which army they're going to use, because unlike searching for a live attack, top players don't really get too many skips because they wait for a raid for half an hour, sometimes hours. Sometimes they don't see a raid in the 6 hours they're allowed to stay in line. So whenever they hit a raid, they just have to use whatever army they have. And unlike Clan Wars, you can scout the base for just hours upon hours and, you know, get your perfect attack in. So what I found interesting about this raid is, as you see, there's only a P.E.K.K.A. and 2 heroes out here. There's nothing else, not the friendly clan castle, nothing. And this entire top section is going to be taken out just by the heroes, which I find amazing. Now the king is on his ability now, the queen is on her ability, and there's a lot of clan castle troops in there, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue as the king deployed a lot of barbarians. I think right about 20 for a level 40 king, and they actually took down the town hall. That's awesome. So not a very good clan war base. I mean, it might have been good against some other attacks, but this was definitely a very well planned out attack. And now there's so much stuff at the bottom that all we're gonna have to do see here is that the attacker will deploy a lot of wizards, some P.E.K.K.A., some golems to take all the heat, and that should easily be a beyond 50% attack here. So with under 30 seconds left, the 50% is actually reached. We're going to go ahead and see this one continue on. From this point, I do not think this will be a 3-star just because of there's not much meat shield left. There are very, very few wizards and witches remaining, and there's still a level 40 king walking around the base. So because of that, I would not be able to say that this would be a 3-star, and especially with 5 seconds left, obviously not, but still a really good raid. Very well executed, especially with the beginning. I still thought that was really, really awesome the way it was planned. And moving on, we have the same attacker once again, and the way I record these guys is I go into the replay log and I think I look for the highest percentages or something like that. I don't remember what I do. I might have just went on the enemy map and went from the top number 1 base they had and just replayed it that way. I think that's what I might have done, because it doesn't seem like these are going in order of highest percentage to lowest percentage. So, but that's what I usually do when I'm doing like a series clan war video. Alright, so taking a look at this base. Clan castle, easy to lure. Lightning strike was already used. It took out most of the clan castle troops, mainly the witch. As you see, there are still a lot of archers, but that honestly isn't the biggest issue here. They can be easily taken out with a single wizard. We have 3 wizards, so we should be good. The main thing was the witch, because the witch will hide behind her skeleton, she will hide behind the walls, she will screw up your entire raid. Now we saw a giant bomb go off. It actually didn't kill all the wizards down there. I think only 1 was killed, so that's a good thing. The jump spell is still out there. That thing goes about, I think it's a minute now at level 3. It might have been even more, but I think it's about a minute. That's a very long time. It's a third of the entire time you get to raid, and most of the top players use about 2 minutes to maybe 2 minutes 30 seconds to actually do a 2-star attack. The fastest one I've seen so far was, I think it was by James, aka Daddy Dom 2, and he did a raid in about 40 seconds, I think, and it was a solid 2-star on a maxed out base, which was really awesome. It's on my channel. I don't remember which episode, but I just remember it was the fastest replay. I couldn't even keep up with the events that were going on. But moving on to our next clan war attack here, we have this base being used. I think we saw this as the first or second attack. It was a bit more max, but it doesn't matter. This one's still fairly high level, and you gotta make sure you attack it right. And the clan castle on this one is actually placed in a better way than most of the times. Most of the times the clan castle is sitting in the compartment where the X-bow and the king altar and the queen altar is, which makes it really easy to lure. Now this is a hog rider attack, guys, so whenever you see hog riders in clan wars, it is a very, very, very high possibility that it could lead to a very high percentage or even a 3-star, as long as it's executed properly. Now so far they're pretty much all alive now. You saw that freeze spell on the multi-target Inferno and the single target Inferno, and that's because Infernos, I'm sure all of you know, but just to restate, hogs cannot be healed while the Inferno is acting upon them, and then after the Inferno stops attacking a particular group of hogs, it has to be about 2 to 3 seconds for the heal spell to actually work on them. So, you know, there's a lot of timing and effort that goes into this, and so far, guys, there's a few more defenses left. There are a lot of hog riders, and there's still a level 40 queen up there. The king has unfortunately gone down in a fierce battle with the other heroes, but that should be good. So 62%, the town hall will probably be one of the last buildings left, just because of the way that this base is currently laid out. The queen will probably walk around the outside to get all those buildings. The hog riders will run around the outside, and the town hall will just sit there peacefully until the very, very end of the raid. So let's go ahead and see how this one develops. Pretty much at this point, it's all about the timing. Since this wasn't a 3-minute replay, I believe this would be a 3-star at this point. It's not like going to be a clutch raid or anything. I know I say that a lot of times, but I always, you know, when I do watch my own videos, parts of it, just to kind of do a quality control, like is the audio okay, is the music too loud, blah 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 blah. And I sometimes notice that I say like stupid stuff like, whoa, that was a clutch raid, 4 seconds left. No, it wasn't. I know, because the timer was never 3 minutes in total. I know that, guys. So anyways, that was still an epic raid, 100% completely wrecked there in Clan Wars. And now we're going to go ahead and move on to some multiplayer raids from actual U.N. clan. And here we have a defense from Toothus, and he is rocking his base here, which is actually really interesting. I've never seen this particular layout of buildings, but I've sort of seen I guess a template going around Clash, and I mean it's very popular. I've used this base before and everything, but the way the center is laid out on this one is not like a big chunk of building. It's very well separated, and there's a lot of room there. A lot of apartments actually, very good actually. Town hall. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what this attack is. He's got a lot of Valkyries. He's got there's some jab bombs that went off. This is accurate. A lot of his wizard. The Valkyries are still very strong because the Valkyries are there. High in health and very versatile attacking. And I noticed they're going after the town hall. There's a lot of heat on them. Unfortunately, when the Valkyries are kind of splitting up, this type of attack does not go exactly right. This is not a bad army, don't get me wrong, this was a fine army. It just, I guess the attacker didn't get lucky, and his Valkyrie split up, his wizards got taken out, and there was only 35%, -5 trophies, which I wouldn't say is the end of the world. I mean, you know, I've seen players get disconnected and lose 37 trophies, so, you know, we're not going to cry over it. So that wasn't a bad loss, but the way that raid went was just really unlucky for this guy. And here we have the U.N., which actually has been U.N., yes, the real U.N., for a very long time. You know, he seems like a pretty cool guy. I think he is just a little bit older than me. I still think I'm still the youngest guy in the entire U.N. family, which is kind of funny, but yeah, I don't know if he wants me to tell you guys his real age or anything. I try to shy away from revealing people's real names and birthdays and all that, so I'm gonna keep that private. But he's a pretty chill dude, and he's using the balloon. I'm not going full out like most of the time, but that's okay. He's using the strategy that was very popularly, I guess, brought to YouTube by White Lighting HWD. He's a pro at this. I've watched it myself. I tried out the strategy, and honestly, guys, I failed so many times. I lost so many trophies while practicing this. And by practicing, I mean like attacking in 3,400-ish range. That I was like, okay, you know what? I just lost 109 trophies. I think I'm done. Yeah, if you guys are gonna try this out for the first time, I suggest maybe borrowing a buddy's account, or if you're like, yeah, 1,500 trophies and you're doing really good with your trophies, try it out. Don't do this when you're like pushing, you're at 3,200 plus, and you're like, alright, you know what? We're gonna mix it up a bit. Yeah, don't do that unless you're super confident, because I was really confident. I was like, yep, I got this. I watched like an hour worth of content and attacking with blue minions, and I still failed to the raid. I got to like 46%, 48%, yada yada yada. So while I was rambling about that, these two wizards are going to be Bouses tonight, and they pick up the second star for the town hall, bringing this one 14 trophies, actually some really nice resources picked up. And that is all I have for you guys for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, so make sure you subscribe to the Clash Army and every other channel below. The first link should be my link to my channel. Make sure you go subscribe out there, because I'll have an interview up after I do it this weekend with one of the top players in UN. Will be very interesting, and then I will have a huge Clan War video put together soon as well. So yeah, this is it, guys. Like you said, drop a like, subscribe to the Clash Army and everybody else below. This is MaddenDvinik, and make it a great Clash time or not, the choice is always yours.